Hope and Hustle. Part 1. Chidi was a boy full of life and dreams. From a young age, he was different, focused, eager, and determined to make something out of his life. In his small village school, he sat in the front row, always the first to raise his hand, always the last to leave the classroom. "I will be a doctor one day," he often told his mother. She would smile and pat his head, though deep down she feared the harsh reality waiting for him. When Chidi finished secondary school, his excitement knew no bounds. He imagined himself wearing a university matriculation gown, carrying big textbooks, and finally escaping the struggles of village life. But reality hit hard when his father sat him down one evening, his face heavy with sorrow. "My son, we cannot afford university," his father said, his voice low. "Things are hard." Chidi felt something inside him shatter. He looked at his mother, hoping for a different answer, but she only sighed. That night, he lay awake, staring at the thatched roof, wondering if dreams were meant for people like him. The hustle begins. With no other choice, Chidi turned to the only thing available: hard labor. He borrowed money and bought an old rattling motorcycle to become an Okada rider. Every day, he sped through the dusty roads of the village, picking up passengers, dodging potholes, and earning just enough to buy food. "Chidi, you were the best in school," one of his passengers joked one day. "Now look at you riding Okada." Chidi forced a smile. "Life is not balanced," he replied, gripping the handlebars tighter. But Okada riding was not enough. In the evenings, he chopped firewood for old women, carried bags at the market, and washed cars for a few extra naira. His body ached, but he refused to stop. The city struggled. One day, Chidi decided to leave. The village was too small for his dreams. Lagos, the big city, was where success happened. With a small bag and hope in his heart, he boarded a bus, promising his mother he would return a rich man. But Lagos was not what he expected. The streets were crowded, the air thick with sweat and noise. He found work carrying heavy loads for market women, washing plates in a local restaurant, and even hawking pure water on busy roads. But no matter how hard he worked, the money was never enough. Rent, food, and survival ate up everything he earned. At night, he lay on the cold floor of a small wooden shack, listening to the city's endless honking, feeling lost. "This place no be my level," he finally admitted to himself. Coming home. After 2 years of struggle, Chidi returned to his village. His mother ran to him, hugging him tightly, tears in her eyes. "You have suffered, my son," she whispered. Chidi nodded. He had left with big dreams, but returned with only experience and wisdom. The city had drained him, but it had also taught him that happiness wasn't always in big things. He started working on a small farm, growing yams and cassava. The money wasn't much, but it was steady. He found peace in the quiet of the village, away from the rush of Lagos. A year later, he met Amaka, a kind village girl who understood his journey. They got married in a simple ceremony with villagers clapping and singing. As he held Amaka's hands, Chidi realized something important. Dreams could change, but life always moved forward. He wasn't the doctor he once dreamed of becoming, but he was alive, he was surviving, and most importantly, he was at peace.